Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a...
In the middle of the night, it started raining really hard, so I turned on my phone and took a look at the weather, and this is what I saw. It wasn't the best pitch to begin with, but I was just happy to see that the tent was still standing in the morning after the storm that we went through the night before. The reason why it was so poorly set up was because the ground was so hard, I was only able to get the stakes in perhaps maybe an inch. Hey, it's Pansy Curious George coming at you. Boy, oh boy, what a night. Survived a hellacious thunderstorm, although strangely enough, I didn't hear any thunder. There was just one bolt of lightning or one flash of lightning. But it rained, and my tent was so poorly set up, I thought for sure it was going to blow away in the middle of the night, but it didn't. At one point, one stake came out, but I was able to fix it pretty much from inside my tent, so that was good. Anyway, we survived. We are on our way to next Step Hostel. It's a 4-mile hike to Bulls Gap where I'll get picked up. And then I'm probably going to spend the next 3 nights there because there's some really... Oops, accidentally stopped the video. There's some really cold weather coming in, and I just don't want to take any chances. So that's the plan for now. We made it. This is our first real test, I think, of how to survive on trail. I did a no-no. I even slept with my food last night because the weather was so bad that I didn't want to go out and hang it. So yeah, and yeah, took a chance, but it is what it is. Thanks, Pants and Curious George. Over and out. So there is the spot where I pitched my tent last night. You can see that that part stayed dry, although there was some water on the footprint. But not too bad. I stayed surprisingly dry. It was raining so hard at one point, though, it felt like it was misting in the tent. So I just thought, wow, I wonder if this tent is going to hold up when it pours rain. Luckily, it only rained super hard, I would say, for maybe 10-15 minutes. And then the rest of the time it was just pretty much steady. But once again, thanks Z-Packs for making a great tent. Kept me pretty dry. Some things are damp. My clothes are damp. But I thought rather than put on dry socks this morning, might as well just put the damp ones back on because they're going to get wet from walking in the damp leaves. Anyways, is what it is. Fancy Pants and Curious George are off to Bulls Gap and a 3-night stay at next Step Hostel. Woo-hoo! I had actually taken the time to find a place to hang my food, but by the time it came time to hang the food, it was pouring rain out, so I ended up not doing it. Fancy Pants again. I thought I'd just video a little bit along the trail right now. You can see that the clouds have cleared out from yesterday because of the storm we had last night. And it's supposed to get progressively colder during the day today. Another reason why I made the decision to go to a hostel and get warmed up and get my stuff dried out. Damp and cold's not a good combination. So, and you can hear the wind blowing. It's still pretty breezy. So I'm just going to walk for a little bit, see if I can hold the camera in one hand. Maybe when I'm at the hostel I can figure out how to use the tripod thingy that I got that's supposed to work like a selfie stick too. So anyways, you can see it's kind of a nice trail so far. And the fact that I only have 3.6 miles to go today has kind of boosted me a little bit. After yesterday and last night, I needed it. And sometimes you have to just give yourself some grace and take the time to evaluate what's best for you, what's best for your hike. I'm not on a time schedule, so there's no reason for me to be pushing when I don't have to. And I also want to stay safe so that I can make it all the way. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Spirits are good, better than yesterday, and I'm in motion. So is Curious George. See you later. There goes the truck. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it or not, but it's actually snowing. Snow flurries! And the wind is just howling. I think I made the right choice to Hostel tonight. As I walked along the ridgeline heading down towards Bull's Gap, it was crazy how the weather changed. One minute it'd be sunny, then it would be partly sunny, and then looking back, you could see it was possibly raining or snowing in the distance. Crazy weather, but some really pretty views. George was so happy to have made it to Bull's Gap. Our ride was waiting for us, ready to take us to Next Step Hostel. Thanks, Jeff. Once I arrived at the hostel, I took a nice shower, cleaned out my backpack, got rid of my trash, dried out my tent, and just kind of settled in. After I was done doing all my chores, I had time to get acquainted with one of the hostel kitties, Mr. Sock. I don't think I've ever seen eyebrow whiskers like that on a cat. Ending the day with dinner at a local Mexican restaurant with Nancy and Jeff's mom was the perfect way to end what started out as a not-so-perfect day.